never give money to houseless people. If you could hold your applause until the end, that'd be great. I was walking around DC with a friend, and there's this guy asking for money. So I go up and I hand him a $5 bill, and my friend snatches my hand and says, "Why did you do that? You know what $5 can buy you? Like 3 heroines." And so I go up to the guy, and I'm like, kidding, like, man, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna need that $5 back. They have this fucking awesome deal on heroin going on. Which turned out to work out really well because they also had a President's Day sale going on where you could go up and just say no to your dealer and they give you a free dime bag of crack. That's really great. I think we can all agree that the summer of 2020 was a very transformative era for American politics. And by that I mean the worst people you went to high school with transformed from openly racist to Nobel Peace Prize laureates. And like you, most everyone, I tried to do my due diligence, get involved. I volunteered on a local school board campaign. The only problem was, the only political literature I had consumed were the subtitles from the hit show West Wing. Starting class of 1982 Kenyon alumna Allison Janney. On a totally unrelated side note, I give great tours, particularly of small liberal arts colleges, Ohio's oldest private college, situated in the crown jewel of central Ohio, the village of Gambier. But I had really nothing to base my political advisory off of, so I just told them the only thing I knew, which was to tell everyone that they're the backbone of the country. And that worked out really well until he was invited to give a speech at the fundraiser for the Foundation to End Childhood Scoliosis. I'm a former recovering fat kid, and one thing they don't tell you about becoming skinny is that it also has its fair share of problems. I went down to the Kenyon farm for volunteer hours, and the first thing they said to me was, "Oh, great, we've been needing a scarecrow." And then when I walked back up, the Wigan Street Elementary kids slapped the books out of my hand. Which was really tough, but I started going to the CAC, to try and get some muscle on or whatever. And my first day there, I sprained my knee naturally, which I interpret as, God's sign to stick to my workout routine of vaping and walking to class. And so I go to Cox to get my knee checked out, and making small talk with the nurse there, I'm like, because she's a sports medicine doctor from Ohio State. And I'm like, oh, that's a football school, right? And right after I say that, head football coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes, Ryan Day, fucking kicks the door down. You're goddamn right it is. And then he pulls out a lab coat with the sleeves ripped off, takes a stethoscope and holds it up to his bicep and says, "I'm gonna have to diagnose you with scrawny. And brother, it's chronic." And then he runs out and says, "I'll be right back." He comes running back in on all fours with a deer carcass in his mouth. He drops it in front of me and says, "Here's some protein to get you started off with." Since then, I have not gone back to the CAC. Weird experience, weird guy. I'm also really big into ASMR, and if you don't know what that is, it's the videos of people whispering in your ear, which are either deeply relaxing or will give you the worst panic attack of your life. But the funny thing about ASMR is, like every other YouTube community, there's a lot of beef between YouTubers that arises between it. But the thing that gets me is they will do their videos about fights in ASMR. So they'll be like, so yeah. Another thing that really gets under my skin is, how some people have no spatial awareness when they're flirting. Like, I took a lifeguard training course once. Again, hold your applause until the end. Thank you. And we were doing this exercise. We have to pretend to have, a traumatic head or neck injury. Great time. I just got to lay back in the water with my head up, going into the lights. When all of a sudden the girl is clutching my head so that I don't, die, leans into my head and takes a really deep whiff of my hair, and then just locks eyes with me and says, "You smell so good." I'm like, "Look, I've just suffered a brain hemorrhage. I have 2 minutes and 14 seconds to live. Now is not the time to shoot your shot. But if you want to that bad, you can have an invitation to the funeral. Just order something hot and bring a Ouija board. All right, that's all I have for you.